Guys, this slash can be hard to control, and it can be upgraded, so that's what I'm gonna do. So one of the upgrades that I'm gonna do is the TRAXXAS low CG chassis. This should help it get a little bit lower, and it should not flip over nearly as much, because it flips over a lot. And another upgrade that I'm going to do is this Power Hobby servo. I have the same one on the Rustler. And I'm also going to be putting on these TRAXXAS metal shock caps. The stock servo broke on this one. We replaced it with this Rage servo, but that ended up being really slow. So we're going to get this chassis on, and hopefully that'll help a lot with the performance. So let's take it apart and put it on. Alright, so we got this back end off, and now we need to take this back bumper off so that this piece, this black piece that I just unscrewed, can come off, and then this blue piece will go on like that. This new chassis is definitely a different design as the stock one, but it's still able to go on. It's actually able to go on all the TRAXXAS two-wheel drive vehicles. So now this piece will not be needed because this chassis is a little bit different. It does not use that piece because normally it would go like this, but we don't need this piece anymore. Now let's work on getting this stuff off of this. So I just took the top of the receiver box off because we are also going to change the servo. And we need this off so that way I can unplug the servo and put this new servo in. Okay, so we have most of the stuff taken off of this chassis, and now we just need to get it disconnected from the front. So I just took this piece off so that I could have better access to these two screws. Okay. There we go. It's off. Okay, so now we're putting the blue on. And also, whenever you're getting this, you're gonna have to get this extra piece that replaces this black part. There used to be one on the back, but now that's taken over. Since it needs something right here, you have to get this for it. So I'm gonna take this off and put this one on. So this piece right here has 3 holes, and the one that it already had is 2 holes. So it'd probably just be fine to just put 2 screws in here. Okay, so now let's get the back on. So these two holes right here, that's what connects to this right here. The size of this hole is different than what's on here. It's not the same screw size, so I might have to go get some new screws. This screw is what I have to fit in it, which doesn't actually work at all. So we're gonna get everything else on there and then get screws for that later. So this chassis also changes the position of the ESC, which will be right there, and the servo is going underneath there like it would in the Rustler. So now let's get this nice servo in. So there is a hole right here so that you could put the wire from the servo through that hole and to the receiver. Make sure you have these plugged into the right holes. The wire that comes from the servo, make sure you put that on channel 1. And the wire that comes from the ESC, make sure you put that onto channel 2. If you don't do it right, it will make a green flashing light on the ESC. So guys, this servo horn will not be able to go on there because this blue piece is stopping this entire circle to be on there. But the box, in the box it comes with a bag of other stuff, and there is one that you can use on it. It does come with another really nice one. You can't use it on it because it's way too tall. But if you had the stock chassis on, you would be able to put that on. Okay, so before I put this onto the servo, I'm gonna turn it on to make sure everything is perfectly straight. See, so it's all on, and if you look at this, you might be able to see it turning, but you could hear that. And I have this trim perfectly straight, so that's whenever you want to put it on. So leave the car on, and then we're gonna put this on. Okay, so now you know that it is perfectly straight, and now everything is working very well. Okay, so I just went to the hobby shop and I got those 2 screws in, and we put one there, and on the bottom. Seriously? And also on the bottom, we put one more in the middle. So the screws for that were these screws, part 2542. And it came with 6 screws, so you might as well put all of those in. Alright, so I'm going to get those metal shock caps on the back. And also you will need these screws right here to put them in. Now I'm just gonna repeat what I did right there on the other side. There we go, I got them on. Literally all I have to do now is put on the tires. Boom, the tires are on, and I am done with it. Actually, here's how you put in the battery. You're gonna want that foam piece right there, and then put your 2-cell battery in, go boom, body clip right there, and the battery in. Guys, the steering on this is so much better. This thing looks so cool. Guys, this slash is actually my dad's, and I'm doing all this for him. And Father's Day is coming up, so this is what I was doing for Father's Day. I didn't actually pay for the parts, that was my mom, and then I just put them on. This wasn't insanely hard. I would say it is enjoyable to do this. This did not take me just one day, by the way. This took me a couple days. So before the video ends, I do want to give this to my dad for Father's Day and let him test it out, and I want to record that on video to show you guys the difference. Okay, so let's see how it runs.
Oh,
what we got for you is an upgraded TRAXXAS slash.
Really?
Yeah, this is the same slash, just new chassis, new servo, and new rear shock cups.
Oh.
So this makes it lower, and it should be a lot easier to control, and it won't flip over. You want to drive it?
Sure, sure.
Check out that steering.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
All right, everybody out of the road so you don't get hit.
So is it easier to control?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, most of the time it would do something weird. I mean, like, it would either flip over or just the back wheel would go up. Yeah, because a lot of times when you're turning it, the back wheel goes up. Go fast and then just turn. Like now. Yeah, it totally would have flipped over there.
Yes, it would have. Wow.
That's right.
Yeah, if you tried to drift with this, it would just flip over.
It's much easier to control and steer, maneuver, all those things.
So this is the best TRAXXAS slash upgrades. I hope you liked the video. Make sure you subscribe to Speedsterz RC. If you want to see some more videos that aren't RC, me and my friends have another channel called Just Speedsterz, not RC. So you guys should check that out in the description or in the corner. I mean, the corner over there, actually. Also, don't forget to leave a like and a comment. That stuff definitely helps. Bye!